There's no way for us to get up underneath it. I wish we could, but we can't. Hey guys, I'm Mac with Pest Service. Welcome back to our channel. I got Lamar with us today, and we have an interesting termite treatment that we are doing on this property. We have an organic farmer way out in the middle of nowhere. Matter of fact, this place doesn't even have an address. So at least we can't find an address. Well, he wants this pole barn right here protected from termites. There's also another interesting factor that's involved in this termite treatment. So I'm gonna walk you through step by step, but let me show you something here that's gonna add a unique challenge to this termite treatment. Because normally what we would do is just do a trench around the outside and treat it with a traditional liquid termiticide. But check this out. He has added this addition to the outside, to the back of this pole barn. It's gonna be super nice. And I like it. I like the windows, the sliding glass door. It looks really good. But let me tell you something. Here's the problem. Here's the challenging part on this. Look, you see how low it is to the ground? That wood is almost touching the ground. It's all the way around the outside too. There's no way for us to get up underneath it. I wish we could, but we can't. So I'm having to use a combination of products today to make sure that we get this place properly protected. And so that's the thing is that when you're treating homes or structures for termites, there's no cookie cutter way. Sometimes you have to use different products. Maybe you have to use a baiting system alongside a traditional liquid treatment, or sometimes just a liquid treatment with a borate type treatment on this wood. We can't get up underneath this structure, so we're gonna have to do something unique in order to make sure that this is properly protected. So matter of fact, this right here, this addition right here has the most wood of this whole structure. Matter of fact, there's not much inside that pole barn that is wood. A few 2x4s, that is it. But this is gonna be the challenging part right here, okay? So let me show you on the inside of what we're going to do to properly protect this addition. This is nice, man. This is super nice. So let's walk inside and take a look. You can see here that all the wood is exposed. So all the 2x4s, even the wood paneling, the plywood that's wrapped around the outside, it's all exposed. But the bad part is that we can't get underneath this. I wish we could get underneath it, but we can't. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna use a product, it's called Bora-Care. It's a wood treatment product. It's a preservative that's going to help protect this wood against termites. But also we're using another product in addition to that. It's called Mold-Care, in which we mix that in with the Bora-Care, and it also prevents us from getting any type of mold in it in the future. So if there's any type of high moisture or high humidity, that Mold-Care is going to prevent this thing from getting mold and then eventually going into decay. So we're going to be doing this right. Hey, what is our motto? To provide the most outstanding pest control service experience ever, all right? And that's what we're going to do here. So normally when we do this, we would treat 3 to 5 feet up the walls and around, but we're going to go above and beyond. Because we're not just gonna meet the minimum standards and we're gonna do the whole thing. We're going to coat this entire flooring with that product, all the walls, all the 2x4s and the rafters. We're gonna coat every bit of it. That if we don't do that, this addition will eventually get termites. So also in addition to what we're going to treat here with the Bora-Care, with Mold-Care added into it, we're also gonna use a product called Termidor. And that product called Termidor is going to be an amazing product that's going to last in the soil for several years. I've actually did the soil treatment on my home back in 2005. I treated it with Termidor, and it's 2024 right now, and I've never had any issues with termites on my home. I actually have Centricon termite baiting system around my home, and I've never even had a hit in the termite stations around my home. And I think it's because, I know it's because we treated my home with Termidor. So I'm very confident that once we treat this pole barn, we're going to dig a trench around the outside. We're also going to put a barrier of Termidor around the outside of this addition here. So in combination with the Termidor and the Bora-Care, this place should be golden. It should be golden, all right? And so I'm gonna walk you through the process. I'm even gonna show you the products that we're using. Now, I don't think you can buy Termidor online. I could be mistaken. If you can, put it down in the comments below and let me know. I don't really think you can, but there's also another product that I like to use. It's called Taurus SC. It's right here. Now, you can buy this product online. You can buy it at a do-it-yourself or on Amazon or anything like that. Now, that's a great product. It's actually a generic version of Termidor. We've used that a lot of times in our company. Matter of fact, I've done several videos about Taurus SC. And so if you want to see the video about a soil treatment or how to do a proper soil treatment before you build a home, check this one out right here. I'm telling you, you're not going to want to miss this. It's a fabulous video, so go check it out. So anyway, you can see here how have all these bee boxes. All these bee boxes were stacked up on the outside of here, and we've already found termite tubes that are going up the side of that slab. You can see here, termites have already gotten into all these. I mean, look at that. Termites have tore that up. You see these posts right here? Now, these are treated posts. I have these on my pole barn at my house. I have seen termites over the years going through cracks like this and slowly start eating these posts away. And so we can't leave anything undone. If we know that there's 20 to 25 termite colonies per acre of land in Florida, we got to treat everything. We got to protect everything. And what is not protected will eventually get eaten. I'm going to get a helping Lamar real quick, and I'm going to show you exactly what we're doing so you can be a part of this. How we coming, Lamar? So what we're doing right here is we're digging a trench around the entire perimeter of this pole barn. And you can see here, it's clay. It's not very easy digging, is it, Lamar?
No, it ain't.
He's probably waiting for me to put this camera down and give him a hand, but we'll get to it in just a minute. I'm gonna help him just a minute.
I'll do the easy parts here, leave the hard ones from Mac.
He's gonna do the easy part and leave the hard stuff for me. Hey, you know what, Lamar? I love you too, bro. So we dig this trench around the outside, and we'll fill this trench in with Termidor all the way around the outside. And the purpose of that is so we can have a continuous termiticide barrier around the exterior perimeter of this structure. Look at that clay. This clay is hard as a rock. That's why we're gonna go with a high mixture rate according to the label, because it's so hard. The low rate would probably be okay, but don't want to take any chances, especially how low this is. You don't want to take any chances, because if you do the low rate, which a lot of companies would do the low rate, they wouldn't go to the high rate. Matter of fact, I don't hear a lot of other companies going with a high rate regardless of any soil conditions, but they need to consider soil conditions when they're talking about how much termiticide to put out, because this right here, you need to use a high rate. All right, here's the product we're going to use. Is Bora-Care, but also has the Mold-Care additive. This is the regular Bora-Care in the jug. It's the mix rate is going to be 3 gallons of water to 1 gallon of Bora-Care, and this is a pint of the Mold-Care, and so we're going to add that to our water. Then we're going to mix it up. You have to make sure this gets mixed up really good, because this Bora-Care is extremely thick. Isn't that right, Lamar?
Oh yeah.
Very thick.
It's like molasses. It's like molasses.
That's why sometimes whenever it's really cold outside, we have to put it in the truck to get it heated up, because it's so thick. Like Lamar said, it's like the molasses. So we're gonna go ahead and make up one backpack and get it started. All right, Lamar, get her mixed up.
All right.
Since I don't have any gloves on, you have the pleasure of doing it.
Convenient.
I left my gloves at home, sorry.
There's another set in the truck.
He's always trying to get me to do work. Look at this. All right, so we got the Mold-Care, Bora-Care.
Let's get that Bora-Care in there first.
Yeah. It's got a little blue dye mixed in with it from when we do borate treatments on new construction. We're not going to add the blue dye to this because it makes a mess. And I do not want blue dye everywhere on the inside of this addition for this gentleman. So thick, man. That's why we don't like doing this when it's cold outside. Golly. By the way, Nicest, you ought to be giving me promotions on this. You ought to be giving me some type of paybacks on promoting your product on my YouTube channel. So, Nicest, if you're watching this, reach out to me. And Termidor also, and Taurus SC. And that stuff's not as thick as the Bora-Care.
Still pretty thick.
Still thick, but it's not like the other stuff. Look at that. Perfect. Get it in there. Go. All right. We work great together, Lamar.
Well, some of us work, and
some people work, some people watch. I'm watching.
Now we're going to spray all the way up to the ceiling and everything. Like I said earlier, normally we only go 3 to 5 feet. That's what the label recommends. But hey, we have it already exposed. And once they cover this thing in, you won't have access to it anymore. So, hey, why not go above and beyond? Why just do the bare minimum? Why don't we just go above and beyond and do it all? Let's go.
Put it over inside here.
Yep, I'm gonna do the whole inside and the flooring on this.
If you do,
Yep.
if you need me, you got my phone number.
I got you, man. Thank you, sir. God bless.
And you don't have it before then, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Yep.
Won't be long.
It's right around the corner.
That's it.
See you, Mr. Butch.
All right, y'all have a good day.
Yes, sir. Hey, if y'all got any questions about Bora-Care, put them in the comments below. You have a lot of companies that will only do a Bora-Care treatment on pre-construction. They don't do a soil treatment. But here's the thing, I am not in favor of that. I like either doing a soil treatment or soil treatment in conjunction with Bora-Care, all right? I never wanna just rely on Bora-Care for your total termite treatment on your home. I always like to use Bora-Care in conjunction with Termidor or Taurus, a non-repellent like that. So you have a lot of pest control companies and contractors that they'll just do a Bora-Care treatment and they only go 3 to 5 feet up the walls anyway. And so I don't know, I just don't feel comfortable with that. I've seen a lot of things go wrong when they've only done that. So personally, if it's our company, we're gonna treat your house the way we would be treating my house and Lamar's house. Soil treatment in conjunction with Bora-Care. So now, ideally, what would have really been awesome before they built this addition, if they would have done some type of soil treatment up underneath this. But guess what? They didn't do that. And so that's why we're forced to only do a Bora-Care on this side. But we're gonna do the Termidor around the exterior, so we feel like that's gonna be sufficient. But I like to go above and beyond, don't wanna do bare minimum. So I would have sprayed all of that soil before you pour a slab or put this wood subfloor in. But hey, we can't go back in time, we can't rip this up. So what we're gonna do is gonna be the absolute best treatment that this addition and this pole barn could ever possibly have. I guarantee you right now, there's not gonna be another company, right, Lamar, that would do what we're doing. There's not another company that's gonna do a Bora-Care with Mold-Care on the entire addition and Termidor at the high rate around this pole barn. There's no one's gonna do that. No one's gonna do that. You know what we hadn't found today? Bacon. I had some in my truck, but guess what?
You already ate it.
I already ate it. By the way, thank you for subscribing to our channel and liking this video. We appreciate it. Okay guys, we got 2 coats of Bora-Care with Mold-Care on this edition. Now it's time to mix up this Termidor and get a chemical barrier around this thing. We can get it wrapped up and go to the house. So come on, let's go mix up this Termidor. As I was talking to you about the different formulation of Termidor that we're gonna use today, we're using Termidor 80 WG. And this is what it looks like. It comes in a little pail, okay? This is not a liquid, it's actually a wettable powder. So let's open this up, Lamar. We can show everybody. You got 3 different mix rates. You got a 0.06, a 0.09, and a 0.125. 0.06 is the lowest, 0.09 is the mid-grade, and 0.125 is the highest mixable rate according to this label, okay? So let me show you what it looks like. They come in these little foil packs like this. And inside each foil pack is 4 wettable packets. So there's 4 wettable packets. On this one right here, if we were gonna do the lowest rate, which is a 0.06 and 100 gallons of water, we would only put 4 of these little packets inside there. We throw the packets in the water, we mix it up, that plastic dissolves inside that tank. But we're not doing the 0.06, we're doing the high rate because I told you about the clay, the soil type in this area. We're gonna do the 0.125. So instead of 4 packs, we're gonna put 8 packs to this right here. So Lamar's gonna put 8 packs. Go ahead and lift one of those packets up so everybody can see it. That's what they look like. Okay, this just dissolves in the water. Just throw that in there. So what he's gonna do is go ahead and get this tank started up. It's going to get agitating, and he's going to put 8 of those packets in there, get it mixed up, and then we're going to fill in this trench and get this thing taken care of. Lamar's got to make sure this thing gets mixed up really good, and it takes a little while. All right, we got it all mixed up. Now Lamar's going to put the Termidor barrier around the outside. It's Termidor 80 WG. This is being put out at 4 gallons per 10 lineal feet. And so anytime you're doing a post-construction termite treatment, you're gonna have, the rate is actually gonna be 4 gallons per 10 lineal feet. If you're doing a soil treatment on horizontal surfaces, it's gonna be 1 gallon per 10 square feet. And then you got the footers, and the footers are gonna be just like what we're doing right here, 4 gallons per 10 lineal feet. So if you're trying to figure out how much chemical is actually going to go out on something like that, just figure out your lineal feet, 4 gallons per 10, that's going to give that to you. That was for a monolithic slab. And if you're doing a horizontal slab or a pre-treat, you know, it's 1 gallon per 10 square feet. So plus your footers. Just a little bit of information. You may or may not like that. You may not. You may or may not even care about it. I don't know, but you got it anyway.
We want to try to get on that wall when we're back here.
Yeah, let's try to get in that wall. Lamar's gonna try to get in between that metal wall and this wooden subfloor. Get a barrier in between there. Looks like there's gonna be a little bit of a gap. Yeah, he's able to get in there. Perfect, perfect. Yeah, he's able to get some chemical in between this slab and then this subfloor. So we're not just relying on the borate treatment in that area. We're gonna have some termiticide in there. It's gonna give us double protection. So I'm thankful that we do have a little bit of a gap in there that we can get some product in between those two surfaces. By the way, I got a buddy of mine that has a homesteading channel. It's Sunset Acres Farm. Brandon Ward, go check it out, man. He's got some good quality content on there. Go and watch that, subscribe to his channel. Also, another amazing friend of mine, Hank Hamilton at Hamiltonville Farm. Also, Hank Hamilton YouTube channel, go check it out. I'm telling you, he is amazing. He's been a very tremendous help for me and also helping create some awesome content on my channel. He's been a great guy. So go check his channel out, give him a little bit of love. He's having a rod in between this deck and these barrels because we're unable to get a trench in there. So this is the best thing that we can do. But he's doing a good job. It's getting in there. The soil is taking it up. It's a little bit sandier on the sides of these buildings than it is in the back. So that's a good thing. This is how you do it. Lamar's YouTube famous, don't even know it. People are gonna be seeing him in the grocery store go, hey, you that guy on the YouTube channel?
Yeah, that crazy guy, Mac.
Don't spray me in the face.
No promises.
Hold on a second. Let's save the frog. Let's save the frog. Oh. Save the frog. Hey, old froggy. There. We try to save all the frogs. Sometimes they jump back in the chemical. Ain't nothing they can do about it. Sometimes they want to commit suicide. Sometimes they just want to die. Okay guys, it's gonna wrap up this video today. We got the Termidor barrier treatment with Termidor 80WG at the 0.125 rate, which is the highest label rate you can do. We also have the Bora-Care with Mold-Care applied with 2 coats on this edition. This homeowner's not gonna have to worry about termites ever on this piece of property, and that's what we wanted. We want to provide the most outstanding pest control service experience ever. And so if you got any questions about termites or any of the bugs, please hit me up. And thank you again for watching this video. Thank you again for subscribing to our channel, and God bless.